Finally, dude! Hello, buddy, Goatine here, and today I got Studio Series Dino, well, yesterday. I got Studio Series Dino, I found him at Target, and man, finally, thank God. I remember when I first saw Dark of the Moon, I loved this character so much, and I was immediately like, I gotta get his toy. He is so cool. Please, can I please get his toy? And they didn't have one. There wasn't a toy for Dino, and that's like, it's like, what the fuck? There was no toy for Dino for the longest time, but they finally gave us one, and man, did they give us one. This is quite a solid Studio Series figure, but he's not perfect. He suffers from a lot of the same issues that most of the Studio Series Deluxes suffer from, but he is a fantastic Dino, and I am super happy with him. But here is Studio Series Deluxe Class Dino, and as far as screen accuracy goes, they knocked it out of the park with a home run, dude. It looks so good. He looks like he jumped right off the screen. He really is absolutely fantastic in the looks department. I can't think of one bad thing to say about the way he looks. He's got it all, man. He's got that crazy insectoid face he had in the movie, the awesome chest design right there, his forearm blades right here, which are parts forming, but if you don't really care about them, you can just leave them off entirely, but that's not what I want to do, because my God, that was cool in the movie, and I mean, just like, he looks so good. He is also a pretty decent size. He is definitely one of the chunkier deluxe classes in the Studio Series. Like, here is Jazz right here for comparison. So yeah, Jazz is quite a bit smaller, and he definitely doesn't feel as much mass as Mirage. And I can't not do Bumblebee. So here is Bumblebee right there. And we'll bring my there so you can see. So there he is with Bumblebee, and I mean, yeah, Bumblebee's about the same size, but he feels a little more solid than Bumblebee overall. But yeah, I mean, they absolutely knocked this figure out of the park, man. They did a really good job. Well, not in all departments, but in the robot mode department, like, honestly, robot mode, fucking flawless. Absolutely, so good. They really nailed it with the robot mode. But that's unfortunately not the only thing that needs to be done when it comes to a Transformer. The alt mode and the transformation should also be pretty darn good. And the alt mode might be good, but the transformation, this guy suffers from the same issue that a lot of the Studio Series Deluxe classes suffer from, where the transformations are just so fiddly and not particularly fun to do. But they must be done. I'm not looking forward to this. But I mean, just to hit it home, they really nailed the robot mode. It looks fantastic. He really does look absolutely fantastic. But, alright. I don't want to do it. Alright. Let's do this. So, feet. Fold up the feet right there. And we're done! No, I'm just kidding. We're going to rotate the legs around just like this. We're going to come to the back pieces here. Flip these out. Just like that. And now, yeah. Take off the forearm blades. Oops. Drop him on the floor. Take off the forearm blades and set them off to the side. What parts forming? Worst toy ever? No. No. Anyway. Alright. What do we do now? Okay. So, torso piece. I will say this, though. He's not as bad as Cliff Jumper. The Studio Series Bumblebee movie Cliff Jumper. He's not as bad as that one. And he's not as bad as Barricade or anything, but man, he's like, I'd say he's about as fiddly as the Bumblebee. Alright, so torso piece. Torso piece is going to untab, and it's going to fold down just like that. And now the fun begins. Okay, take this entire piece of the torso, and it's going to hinge out from the torso, just like that. You're going to take this little front piece here, and it's going to fold up and out just like that. Take the arms here, bring them forward, and that's going to give you clearance to swivel this entire piece around just like that. And then we're going to bring these to the back here on both sides and just keep them out of our way for now. So we can take the entire torso and extend it out like this. And I mean, oh God, okay. So you want to bring all that out just like this, and at this point, we can go ahead and take our forearm blades, and we can store them in these two little ports in the window section right there. So you have that going on right there. Those are going to be our storage for the blades. At this point, we're going to come down to the bottom here. This part kind of scares me because all this is clear plastic. So breakage is possible. And this part right here, you have to really kind of give it a lot of tug. Well, not so much going into car mode, but going into robot mode, getting this piece to flip back out is a little scary. But yeah, there Jesus Christ, man. Oh, these transformations, man. These Studio Series Deluxe class transformations are hell. They're hell. But there you have that. All right, let's keep going here. So next thing you want to do is you want to bring in the arms and you want to rotate them this way so that that pin is facing forward, that silver pin is facing forward, and then you want to bring the arm in on that hinge and hinge it in like this, and come on, and it will kind of find its place right there. So you want to have that orientation going on, and same thing on this side. So rotate it this way so the pin is showing, and then fold it down and like that. And then take the hands here and swivel the hands this way on both sides like this. At this point now, we're going to take the arms here, we're going to wrap them in, get them around the door, and we're going to get them tabbed in place right there, and then they're going to tab in place right there in the tab right there. So you have that going on, you have one arm done. Unfortunately, the other arm is not nearly as smooth because getting it to tab in place is a bit of a pain in the ass because once it's all tabbed in place, you kind of have to just, you see that section right there, you just kind of have to get it in there, and it's kind of not fun to do. But it's what you gotta do. But once you get it in, it's pretty good. So there we go. We got everything good to go right there. And we just got to tab that arm in right there. And then we can take the hands and they will tab together just like that. So you have that going on. Make sure that's all straight and proper. So there we have the front. Now for the legs. So now what we're going to do is take the legs here, and once again, so you already swiveled up the foot and spin it around, and then the tire section here, you're going to pull it out, and it's on a little slider, just like that, and it will just kind of extend out, so that the little tire section right here is just going to extend out like that. And then you're going to take the this piece right here, the head piece, and it's going to flip into the torso right there, and you kind of want to get it pushed back as much as you can like that. And then you're going to bring this in, and you're going to get this underneath the arms. So you want to get those little like tentacle pieces. You want to get those underneath the arms. I'm not saying they're tentacles. I'm just saying they kind of look like tentacles, just to point them out to you guys. You want to get them under the arms like that. So you want to have that going on right there. These don't really tab in place, so you just kind of have to rest them down there, just like that. So you have that going on. And we're at the home stretch here, people. We just have to bring the legs around like this. Bring the legs around just like this. And take the back piece here, spin it around, bring it down just like that. And then we got to get everything tabbed in place here, which is honestly not that bad. So we just got to get those pieces in, get those all tabbed in place. And then we want to get the bumper here. We want to get that bumper here, and we want to get all this tabbed into place, and you'll hear those nice confirming clicks right there. So you have the bumper in place right there, and then you want to bring in the feet, and you want to get them into a good orientation, and then you want to bring the doors in, and you want to get them in, and then you kind of want to just bring the doors down, and you want to get them all tabbed in, so you can see that they will fill in, and you got to make sure you get all this tabbed in to the doors, just like that. And then on the bottom here, you can see the foot has a little peg right there, and it will peg into a spot in the door. And then you want to do that exact same thing on the other side here, and it's not too bad. So you just want to get that in there, and then make sure that the foot right there, you can see that little peg, you want to get that into there, and then you want to push that in place. And there you have the car mode, the Ferrari mode, but it's actually not licensed, so they didn't get the license for the Ferrari. But hey, it looks good enough. I don't mind at all. I mean, it definitely does look like Dino from the movie, so I don't mind at all that it's not completely licensed. It is still a nice looking car mode, and it does the job for me, and I won't be putting him in car mode very often, so There you go. Okay, let's call it how it is. That transformation is nuts. The Studio Series Deluxe Class transformations are just so finicky, dude. They're so finicky, and this guy is no exception. Like, most of them are so finicky. The only one I can think of that isn't at all finicky is Leadfoot. Leadfoot's the only one I can think of that's not finicky. And there's still some sections that are a little bit, just a little bit finicky, but I just love this figure, so I might be a little biased because that figure blew my mind when I got it. But, that transformation is crazy. It's crazy. But the car mode does come out pretty good, and I mean, honestly, as far as the transformations go, like, it is crazy, but, you know, it's not as unfun as some of the others, like Barricade and who else? Who are other good examples? Barricade's not fun at all, and Cliff Jumper. Oh yeah, Cliff Jumper fucking blows. So it's not as bad as those, but I think it's probably as finicky as Bumblebee's. But I mean, yeah, it does the job. You got the little arm blades stored in there, and I mean, yeah, it does it. It does the job pretty well. I don't really know what else to say. I think he looks good. Really good paint job on the tires there. They definitely did a good job. He is very panely, and you can definitely tell that he transforms. There's definitely no hiding that. And the bottom, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's honestly not that bad looking, but I mean, but now for the other issue with this figure, there is absolutely no rolling this figure. He is not rolling right now. He is just sliding. Like, the front wheels kind of hit the ground, but these feet pieces right here, there is no clearance whatsoever. There is no rolling. He is, like, you might think he's rolling right now, but it's just the front wheels. The back wheels, there's absolutely no chance in hell you're gonna get those back wheels to connect. So, to connect with the floor. So, yeah, that, I believe, is going to do it for Studio Series Dino. Overall, I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with him. I do like him. Transformation's not fun. But the car mode is fine. It doesn't roll very well, but it is fine. It looks good. I probably won't put him in car mode ever again because I think the robot mode really does knock it out of the park, and I like to display my Transformers in robot mode for the most part. But as far as it goes as a transformable Dino, I don't think they really could have done a better job. I think they did a pretty decent job because, like, clearly compromises were made to make the robot mode look as good as it can be, and they definitely succeeded. That robot mode is really good. So, overall opinion on the figure, robot mode, I would say it's just S tier, straight up. But if we're factoring in everything else, I think I'm gonna go with a B tier overall because he's not that fun to play with. The transformation's not very fun, and the car mode, while it looks good, doesn't really function that well because it doesn't roll very well. And yeah, so overall, we're going to go with B tier as an overall rank. But if you're just getting him to leave him in robot mode for all eternity, S tier. He's very, very good at being a Dino for your display. And I am very happy with him overall. So yes, thank you all so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider giving me a like and maybe subscribe if you'd like to see more of my disgusting face talking about robots that turn into things. Let me know your opinion on Dino. Do you agree with me that he's very finicky and his transformation's not particularly fun, and the car mode, the car mode is very flawed with the ability to not really roll all that well? Or do you not really care about all that and you think he actually really nailed everything and you don't have any issues with him whatsoever? Let me know in the comment section down below. Alright, thank you all so much for watching this video, and this is DK Guillotine, signing out.